There is so much happening for you, far beyond what your eyes can see or your mind can fully grasp. Life is always working in your favor. Even in the moments that feel quiet, uncertain, or slow, you are being guided, you are being supported, and the seeds you've planted, whether through intention, healing, or simple hope, are growing silently, steadily beneath the surface. Just because you can't see the progress doesn't mean it isn't there. Not every miracle shouts. Not every breakthrough is loud. Some arrive like a whisper, unfolding quietly in the background, rearranging your life in ways you won't recognize until later. That's the beauty of the unseen work. It is always moving, always shaping, always aligning what is meant for you. In a world that pushes for proof, for results, for constant productivity, trusting the unseen can feel like standing in the dark with your arms open. But this trust is powerful. It's the kind of trust that says, even if I don't have all the answers, I believe they are on their way. Even if I don't see the outcome yet, I know something beautiful is being prepared for me. Your healing, your growth, your manifestations, they do not need to be witnessed by the world to be real. The inner shifts you've made, the energy you've cleared, the courage it took to let go, to forgive, to begin again, these things matter. They are not small. They are not invisible to the universe. Every intention you've set, every effort you've made, every silent prayer you've whispered, they are all part of the unseen work that is building a life aligned with your soul. Sometimes, the work that changes everything is the work that no one else sees. The moment you chose peace over chaos, the time you listened to your intuition instead of your fear, the quiet days you spent resting instead of forcing things to happen. These are not delays. They are divine timing in motion. Trusting the unseen is not about waiting passively. It's about showing up with faith. It's about tending to your own energy with love, staying open to signs, and believing that the universe is always working behind the curtain of your life. It's about knowing that when the time is right, what is meant for you will appear, and it will be even better than what you imagined. There is no wasted effort. No sincere desire is ignored. Sometimes the things you think are being delayed are actually being refined, polished, and perfected so they can arrive at just the right moment. Trust that what you're waiting for is also being prepared for you. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Let go of the fear that nothing is happening. Your only job is to stay aligned with your truth, to nourish your heart, to speak kindly to yourself, and to hold space for the unseen work to do its magic. You don't have to know how, you just have to know it's coming. Your energy is more powerful than you realize. What you believe, you attract. What you focus on, you create. And when you begin to trust the unseen work, you align yourself with miracles. You allow blessings to arrive in ways that surprise you, in timing that humbles you, in forms that remind you how deeply loved and guided you truly are. Keep watering your dreams with faith. Keep moving with quiet confidence. Keep showing up as the person you want to become, even before the results are visible. Because the truth is, you're already transforming. You're already in the process of becoming. Just because it isn't loud doesn't mean it isn't happening. Some of the most powerful shifts in life happen in stillness, in the space between who you were and who you're becoming, in the unseen, in the in-between. So allow yourself to rest there, to trust there, to believe that this moment is holy. It is part of your unfolding. One day you'll look back and see that everything was connected, that nothing was random, that every delay was protection, that every unanswered prayer was guidance, that every quiet season was preparation for something greater than you could have imagined. So breathe, Relax and trust the unseen work. It is not your job to force things to happen. It is your job to believe that everything you've asked for is already on its way to you. Stay rooted in that faith. Stay open to that truth. And watch how life rises to meet you in the most beautiful, unexpected ways. Your energy is sacred. It is the core of who you are, and it deserves to be honored, nurtured, and fiercely protected. In a world filled with distractions, demands, opinions, and chaos, your peace becomes your power. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary. Because when you guard your energy, you protect your spirit, you protect your mind, you protect your well-being. There is noise everywhere. Voices telling you who you should be, what you should do, how you should look, think, feel, and live. But none of those voices matter if they drown out your own. When you are constantly absorbing the outside world, you begin to forget your truth. You begin to lose your center. That's why you must return to yourself, often, gently, intently. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not every conversation needs your response. Not every invitation needs your presence. You are allowed to create boundaries that protect your peace. You are allowed to walk away from anything that drains you. You are allowed to choose quiet over chaos, stillness over stimulation, peace over people-pleasing. Protecting your energy means paying attention to how you feel in the presence of others. Do you feel uplifted or depleted? Empowered or criticized? Do they speak life into you or do they drain the life from you? These questions matter. The answers will guide you toward what is right for your soul. You do not owe anyone your energy at the expense of your well-being. You are not here to carry everyone's burdens, fix everyone's problems, or constantly prove your worth. You are here to shine. You are here to grow. You are here to live in alignment with your heart, not in reaction to the noise around you. When you begin to honor your energy, you stop chasing validation. You stop over-explaining. You stop giving so much of yourself to things and people that do not nourish you. You learn the power of silence, the wisdom of stepping back, the beauty of being selective with your time and attention. You don't have to defend your peace. You don't have to justify your boundaries. You don't have to explain your healing. You are allowed to say, "This is not for me," and walk away. You are allowed to say no without guilt. You are allowed to protect your space because your energy is your responsibility. And sometimes the most powerful form of protection is simply not engaging. Let people misunderstand you. Let them talk. Let the noise exist outside of you, but do not let it enter your mind or your heart. What they think of you is not your truth. What they say about you is not your identity. Your inner world is where your power lives. Keep it clean, keep it calm, keep it yours. Unplug from what overwhelms you. Detach from the pressure to be constantly available. Rest when you need to. Move at your own pace. You are not here to keep up with the world. You are here to create a world that feels good to your soul. Your energy is felt before your words are heard. And when you radiate peace, confidence, and clarity, you naturally attract what's meant for you and repel what is not. You become magnetic, not because you are trying to impress, but because you are aligned, you are centered, you are whole. There is no shame in needing time alone, in craving quiet, in withdrawing to regroup, realign, and recharge. That is strength. That is wisdom. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to protect your light in a world that often seeks to dim it. You do not need to absorb every emotion, every comment, every expectation. You are not a sponge. You are a soul, and your soul is wise enough to know what belongs to you and what doesn't. Release what isn't yours. Let go of what you've outgrown. Free yourself from the weight of other people's opinions. You don't need to fight for your peace. You need only to choose it again and again. Every morning, ask yourself, what do I need today to feel grounded, clear, and at ease? And then listen. Honor the answer. Follow what feels light. Decline what feels heavy. As you move through your day, remember that you have the right to protect your energy the same way you protect your home. You wouldn't let just anyone walk into your space, touch your belongings, or drain your resources. So why allow that with your spirit? You are the gatekeeper of your energy. Let love in, let peace in, let kindness in, let stillness in, and close the door on anything that disrupts the harmony you are creating within. Because your energy is not just for today, it's for your future, it's for your healing, it's for your joy. And when you protect it, you preserve the space where your dreams, your growth, and your light can truly thrive. The most lasting transformations in life do not come from bursts of hype, loud announcements, or grand gestures. They come from the quiet, committed, daily work you do when no one is watching. True success is not a moment. It's a process, and the key to that process is consistency. It's not about how loudly you begin, but how steadily you continue. There's a certain kind of magic in being consistent. It may not always feel exciting, it may not always feel fast, but it is the soil where all real growth takes root. When you commit to something day after day, even when it feels small, you are sending a powerful message to life. I am ready. I am willing. Consistency is what builds trust with yourself and with the universe. It's the steady heartbeat behind every dream. Anyone can be inspired for a day. Anyone can set a goal and make noise about it, but not everyone can keep showing up when the motivation wears off. That's why consistency is so powerful. It is rare, it is grounded, it is real. When you build through consistency, you no longer rely on hype. You no longer wait for a feeling to get started. You create rhythm, you create habit, you create momentum, and that momentum carries you forward, even when things feel hard, even when progress feels slow, even when doubt tries to whisper in your ear. You don't need to announce every move. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Just keep doing the work, quietly, faithfully, lovingly. Let your actions speak for you. Let your results unfold in time. Let your energy align with the life you're creating, not the noise of what others expect. So many people want quick wins. They want instant results. They want overnight success. But the truth is, anything that rises too quickly often isn't strong enough to last. It's the steady growth, the daily dedication, the repeated showing up that creates a solid foundation. A life built on hype will collapse under pressure. But a life built through consistency can weather any storm. Some days will feel repetitive. Some days will test your patience. But every day you show up, you are growing something powerful within yourself. Discipline, focus, resilience, integrity. These are the qualities that carry you far beyond hype. These are the traits that anchor you in your purpose. Be the one who doesn't just talk about change. Be the one who lives it, one step at a time. Be the one who keeps going even when no one claps, even when no one sees. Because you see, you know, you feel the shift happening. And that's enough. Consistency is also a form of self-love. It's how you honor your goals. It's how you show respect for your vision. It's how you keep your promises to yourself. You may not always feel motivated, but when you're consistent, you don't have to rely on feelings. You rely on intention, on devotion, on alignment. And the beauty is, when you choose consistency, you stop chasing highs. You stop needing external validation. You start finding strength in routine, peace in progress, confidence in the quiet building of your life. Hype fades, but what you build through consistency stays. It becomes your new normal. It becomes who you are. Don't worry if the world doesn't notice you yet. Don't worry if the results haven't fully shown up. Keep watering your seeds. Keep tending to your vision. The results are inevitable. It's only a matter of time. The universe always responds to energy that is focused, disciplined, and unwavering. Every little effort matters. Every small action adds up. And one day you'll look back and realize that your consistency created a breakthrough. Not because you shouted the loudest, but because you stayed the longest. You held the line. You trusted the process. So start small but stay consistent. Speak softly but walk firmly. Move slowly but never stop. You are not in a race with anyone else. You are building a life that is uniquely yours. A life that feels good to your soul. A life rooted in truth, not noise. And if ever you feel tired, remember this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep taking the next right step. You don't need a spotlight to validate your journey. You just need to keep going. Because in the end, it's not the hype that changes your life, it's the habits, the commitment, the quiet, sacred rhythm of consistency that builds empires, transforms hearts, and makes dreams real. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to explain your journey, your pace, or your process. Let the results speak when it's time. There is power in quiet work, in silent effort, in trusting the timing of your life without constantly announcing every step along the way. When you are deeply aligned with your purpose, you no longer need to seek validation. You know that everything you are working toward is already unfolding, and in time, the results will say everything you don't need to. The world often teaches us to show, to share, to display our success in its early stages. But true transformation doesn't crave attention. It requires commitment. It needs depth, not drama. You don't plant a seed and scream at the soil every day asking where your tree is. You water it, nurture it, protect it, and trust the process. And then, when the time is right, it blooms, just like you will. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to keep your goals sacred. Keep your healing private. Keep your vision close to your heart. You don't have to advertise your growth. You don't have to convince anyone of your worth. The truth is, people may doubt you, question you, or overlook you. But none of that matters, because your results will come. And when they do, they will be undeniable. Let your progress be quiet but steady. Let your actions build day after day without the need for applause. Your consistency will carry you farther than any praise ever could. The people who are focused on proving something often burn out trying to be seen, but those who are focused on becoming something, on truly growing, are the ones who create lasting change from the inside out. There is deep wisdom in restraint, in choosing not to react, in choosing not to engage every time you're challenged. Sometimes silence is your greatest power. Sometimes peace is your greatest proof. When you stop needing to explain and start trusting that your results will show, you reclaim your energy, you conserve your power, and that power becomes the fuel behind your next breakthrough. Let people wonder, Let them assume. Let them think whatever they need to think. You are not here to manage perceptions. You are here to live your truth. And in time, the very things that were misunderstood about you will become the reason you are admired. The effort you've been pouring in quietly, faithfully, will bloom in its own season. There is no rush. There is only alignment. Sometimes what's growing within you needs time to take form. The universe is preparing things behind the scenes, arranging situations, opening doors, shifting energies. You may not see it all right away, but it is happening. You're not stuck. You're being prepared. You're not being delayed. You're being refined. You are becoming the version of yourself that is strong enough to hold the results that are coming your way. That's why it's okay to take your time. It's okay to move slowly. It's okay to not have everything figured out yet. Just don't stop. Keep showing up. Keep honoring your process. Keep doing the work with love and devotion. Because when you do, something beautiful happens. You begin to embody your vision. You don't just chase success. You become the person who naturally attracts it. And when it arrives, when the results finally surface, they will tell your story far better than words ever could. The glow on your face, the peace in your heart, the life you've created, the habits you've mastered, the healing you've done, that will be your testimony. That will be your strength. And the best part, you won't even need to say a word. People will feel it. They will see it in how you carry yourself, in how you walk into a room, in how you speak with calmness and confidence. You don't need to shout about your progress. You don't need to post every achievement. You don't need to be loud to be powerful. Power can be soft. It can be steady. It can be silent. And yet it is unshakable. Real growth doesn't scream. It shows. So give yourself permission to grow quietly, to build without broadcasting, to rise without rushing. Your time will come. Your light will shine. And when it does, the world will witness a masterpiece that wasn't rushed, wasn't forced, wasn't hyped, just patiently, beautifully, and powerfully created. Let the results speak. When it's time, they will, and their voice will be louder than anything you could have ever said.